we just got a taste of what Danielson and Moxley can do together, and we got a taste of what's to come with the Jericho Appreciation Society, what Jericho has in store for us. I'm going to toss it to you because I mean, this was all very new. First time we heard from this group, and I was kind of at a loss, man. What were your thoughts when you heard this one?
I absolutely loved this segment. I was laughing out loud. I was clapping. I was cheering. Man, this was just so fun to me, this Jericho Appreciation Society commencement segment. I said it before, and, it echoed it tonight, that getting more 2.0 through this is going to be gold, and it was gold. They delivered in every aspect. They got some new names because there's already a Matt and Jeff in that is in AEW. That is, if you followed BTE, there was a funny segment. So these guys were. I loved how everyone has got the time to shine, as Jericho has done in the past with the Inner Circle. But this was incredible, man. They're idolizing Jericho, not, for his contributions to wrestling, but just for him as a human being. The greatest, I can't argue this, the greatest total package in the business, Chris Jericho, he is. And I love that everyone's just kissing his ass nonstop, and it's going to be so great.
He's going to eat it up,
using their real names,
rub everybody's nose in it. Yeah,
because they're not wrestlers anymore. They're sports entertainers.
And they.
When he said that line, I was like, I popped. I was like, oh my gosh.
The sports and Daniel Garcia, who is,
looking like Van Damme. You see,
I've talked over and over and over again about this guy's talent as a wrestler and what he brings to the ring, and I think I'm clearly not the only one who sees that Daniel Garcia has so much potential and so much upside as a wrestler, but we're gonna get a taste of the upside that he has as a sports entertainer, because man, for them to use that sports entertainer line as a way of getting heel heat with the AEW crowd. It was genius, and it's another example of Jericho knowing how to play the emotions of the fans like a fiddle. I loved how he went in on the crowd, talking about how he reads what everybody says about him on social media and how it's quite honestly hurts his feelings. Just really good stuff all around, and calling Matt and Jeff by their real names and giving them all new monikers. Hilarious stuff by these guys. I'm intrigued to see where it goes, because they made it quite clear they want to go after the wrestlers of AEW, and they want to beat up the wrestlers of AEW. So I'm curious to see who they have in their sights. Who are the guys who really pride themselves on being pro wrestlers, and where this will lead this Jericho Appreciation Society, because they're going to stand out in a very good way.
Right.
With how hilarious they are. Their antics are going to be, I told you their antics were going to be great, and they definitely lived up to it.
Home run segment, as this was going on and the crowd was just cheering and cheering and cheering louder and louder and louder, I'm like, he can do no wrong. And then the sports entertainment line was like the ultimate. That is like your wild card in your up your sleeve, and it worked. And because we know how AEW fans feel about that line there, this is wrestling, and so it was incredibly played. I think this is. I can't wait to see what's in store with them. I didn't even catch the nickname/names that Matt and Jeff had.
Magic Matt. You're gonna hear plenty of it. They were, as in typical Jericho fashion, they were over the top and ridiculous and completely
home run segment
trolling of the fan base. Jericho does it so well. I said this weeks ago. Jericho looks like he's in the best shape of his career.
You're right.
When he cut that promo against Eddie Kingston,
you're right.
I saw, man, Jericho is ready for another big time run. Jericho has, and I know that you've gotten frustrated with it at times. he's put over talent over and over and over again. The Orange Cassidy feud, some of the stuff that got Jericho off a path of being taken seriously, I think, kind of distracted a little bit on that. But I think that this is an example where Jericho is ready for one last big push.
Yeah.
And I think that these guys, having the Jericho Appreciation Society so clearly dedicated to supporting Jericho, to being behind Chris Jericho.
Yep.
I think a world title run for Jericho is not out of the question, man. I think one more run, it feels like a possibility. It really does, and I get it. Hangman is champ right now and feels like he will never lose the belt.
Right.
But it would be. I know that there's a lot of people who are calling for, trying to predict the lineage of the next champions. And I'm just going to throw it out. I'm just going to throw it out there, man. I mean, the first AEW champion, Chris Jericho.
You're right.
Who did he beat? Who did he beat for that belt?
Yeah.
It was Hangman. So I think that this is an example where Jericho history could repeat itself.
You're right.
Jericho has these guys backing him up. He looks great. His promo skills are. I mean, when he's a heel, when Jericho really goes full heel, he's as good as anybody in all of sports entertainment at being a heel. He's so good at it.
Throw it in there.
I loved it. I loved the segment. I thought it was hilarious. I'm really happy that you, as a Jericho fan, are going to get more Jericho, because there was a point where we were worried. We were worried that he was going to be retired, that MJF was going to put him away. So not only did that not happen, but I think he's set up for a big run in 2022, especially as we head into summer.